So why are we here today? I'm here today to, on this platform nationally, state my mission, the reason why at a very young age I'm running for such a big position of national chairman of the oldest political party in Nigeria. And I also want to use the opportunity to also make some comments. While I've been away, a couple of things have happened, and I think in my position I should be able to make some public comments on some of the issues that transpired while I was away, especially the issues that we are dealing with now politically on the national stage. I was about to be given the mandate to serve the PDP as national chairman, primarily to run a shuttle diplomacy errand to the doorstep of each and every leader of the party with a message of peace, reconciliation, and unity. Convinced that I am possessing of the advantage to undertake such a task for the fact that by my relative youth, which arms me with the fresh energy and innovation thinking for the job. My firm conviction is that peace, reconciliation, and unity form the bedrock of the need of our great party at this material time, and I am most qualified to undertake the task to satisfy this need. Being not encumbered by the ego, which most cases comes with the advancement in age and high societal status, what I'm saying in essence is that there is no level I will consider too low or too condescending to stoop to in the pursuit of peace, reconciliation, and unity in the PDP. The issue of zoning. Regarding the issue of zoning of the national chairmanship to the North Central, I believe it will be the just thing to do since the ousted national chairman, Dr. Uche Ayu, was from the same zone, and one from the same zone should complete his tenure, for it is only for it to be equitably discharged. Uche Ayu was from North Central Zone. His Constitution, section 46, subsection 6, says when an officer of the party leaves the position either by way of removal or death, somebody from that zone should be replaced, should replace the officer that has left. And it is not the first time. The secretary from the Southwest left. Somebody from the Southwest has replaced him on the National Working Committee. Only recently, the assistant woman leader of the party from the South-South, left, and then somebody from the South-South was nominated by the Zonal Executive Committee of the South-South to NEC for ratification as National Assistant Woman Leader. I am mindful that in line with the provision of the Constitution of the party to the effect that a replacement for an ousted official be made from his area, the National Executive Council, that's the neck of the party, is going to take a decision on that. And as a loyal party man, my ambition is still subject to a decision of the party's leadership as will be taken by the NEC, hopefully by the next NEC on the 24th of October 2024. If the NEC, in its wisdom, interprets the law of the party to the effect that the current acting national chairman, Ambassador Umar Iliad Damagun, should continue with the good work he and other members of the National Working Committee are doing, I will accept the decision in good faith and continue to give maximum support to the party as a loyal and faithful party man. But if the NEC, on the other hand, decides that someone from the North Central should see out the tenure of the current National Working Committee as national chairman, then I am of the firm belief that no other person will best be suited and healed to discharge that responsibility than my humble self. The rationale for ceding the position to the North Central will have to be applied right down to the Benue situation and given to the Benue Northwest, which is Zone B, Senatorial District, where Dr. Uche Ayu hails from. It will be a gross negation of the principle of supporting the ceding of the position to the North Central should anyone outside of Zone B take the position. It will be a miscarriage of justice, which will be unacceptable to we, the people of that zone. Uche Ayu did not only come from North Central and from Benue, he came from a zone. And deliberately from Zone B, because Engineer Gemade had been national chairman of this party from Zone A, Audu Ogbe has been national chairman of this party from Zone C. The only zone in Benin that had not produced national chairman was Zone B. That is why the opposition was seated to Zone B and went to Uchiayu. So if you are replacing Uchiayu, and the argument is that you should go to North Central, it is only right that you should go to Benue and go to the zone where Uchiayu hails from, which is where I come from, Zone B. So it is not generally going to North Central or going to Benue, it's going to a particular zone. Because we do not only zone in politics, nationally we will zone and also micro-zone. That is the wisdom, or probably the convention that has been applied by the leaders and founders of this party since 1998. On the impression that I unseated Dr. Ayu, most of you must have heard that it was a court case that I instituted that removed Ayu. I went to court to seek legal interpretation to the crisis which resulted following the suspension of Dr. Ayu from his membership of the party by his native Engr ward executives of the party in Buruku local government area of Benue. He has contended that the ward executive lacked the powers to suspend him for the reason that he was a member of the NEC of the party and only the NEC could suspend him from office. But there was a counter-argument at that time that the ward executive had suspended his membership of the party for non-payment of dues and not suspension from his position as national chairman. I sought the intervention of the court to clear the confusion that it was the court it was the court in its wisdom that held that the ward executive had the constitutional powers to suspend Dr. Ayu's membership for the reasons they gave, which was non-payment of dues, and that having lost his membership of the party, he could not validly hold position of national chairman. That was all I did. So it is erroneous to say today that I contributed to the process of removing Dr. Ayu. What I actually did was a courageous intervention to seek the interpretation of what the Constitution says in that situation, to save the party from implosion. So I think probably the party should, most of the party members who are saying that I removed that, you should actually hail me for the intervention that I brought, that has brought clarity to why we even have the present National Working Committee currently has been constituted. On my sponsorship and support, my support base and sponsorship is coming from a pool of friends, professional colleagues, and political associates, both here in Nigeria and in the diaspora, who believe my ambition presents a springboard for the emergence of the next generation of leaders of our great party. They recently hosted me in the United States of America and made available their contributions for the continuation of the quest to the party's top job. My ambition represents a statement from the vibrant pool of new generation players in our great party who have gone through the apprenticeship scheme under its leaders and are now qualified and ready to serve at the top levels of party leadership and administration. The North issue of the Edo governorship election due to take place soon. This is my position. It is the call of the National Secretariat of the party to lead the way on the electioneering strategy and campaigns, and it is equally their call to drop those it may involve in the prosecution of such strategy. I remain a loyal party man subject to the directions of leadership when and wherever I am called upon by the leadership of the party to play any role as in the party's interest. But very profoundly, it remains my resolute article of commitment that in all situations and at all times, the good health and continued growth of the PDP is my cardinal objective. This desire is inclusive of the fortunes of the party in the Edo elections. If and when I am given the mandate to serve as national chairman, but will be my responsibility to shore up the fortunes of the party and build it to win political leadership in Nigeria at the federal level and in all states of the federation, including Edo State. It is therefore my desire that PDP wins in Edo State at the next governorship election, and my support is for the party's candidate in that election.